Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for, this is your bonus reading for September 2022. We're just going to look at the main things that you will be dealing with this month. So we're going to look at the Mercury Retrograde in Libra. That will be on the 9th of the month, and that will be your first row here. Then we're going to look at the full moon in Pisces on the 10th, and that will be in this second row here, Sagittarius. In your next row, we're going to look at all the Libra energy in general. There's a lot of Libra energy this month. On the 22nd, the Sun moves into Libra. Venus moves into Libra on the 29th. We have a new moon in Libra on the 25th. This is also, the 22nd is also the same day as the autumn equinox. So, crazy energy on the 22nd. On the 25th here, we're going to look at the new moon in Libra in this last row. We'll also be pulling 3 yes or no question cards at the end, and I will give you time to think of your questions. But you start off here with this void of course moon. It says nothing will come of this situation. So some of you could be, I feel like you're worried about something. You're making a big deal out of something is what I feel. I'm not calling you out here. I feel like this is a good thing. I feel like you're going to be very happy about the outcome here, because for some of you, I feel you could be very worried about something, and it could be involving your finances for sure. And to me, this is just saying nothing's going to happen. There's nothing bad is going to happen from the situation. So I feel like if you're like worrying about something, or if you feel like something bad is going to happen, I don't think it is. This, to me, I feel this is positive. You have the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Justice card. Again, very positive. And again, the Justice card to me says there will be justice in a situation. Some of you could be dealing with like a legal matter, and this to me looks like things kind of working out in your favor in the situation. Look at this. You go from Justice to the Devil to the the Nine of Pentacles. And so, that is a positive outcome in a toxic situation. Could be a legal situation or a divorce even with the Hierophant, the Devil. Going this direction, same thing. This could be you. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you are. You're just showing up as a Queen of Wands. To the Devil, to the Knight of Cups. Again, like a positive outcome. So I really get the feeling that there's a much more positive outcome than you realize in a situation. You also have the Ten of Pentacles. I have the words being made whole popping into my head. So if someone owes you money, obviously, I think that's like when we say being made whole, someone could be making you whole, giving you money that they owe you, but maybe it's coming from a different source as well, right? Maybe you lost some money and something like the universe, or maybe a job is giving you a bonus. I have all sorts of things popping into my head with this Ten of Pentacles, but I just feel if you've recently experienced a loss, that you're being made whole by the universe is what this Ten of Pentacles is saying to me. I don't know, I've never had a message like that. And finally, you have the Queen of Wands. Again, I feel like this is just you showing up in a very strong position in this first row. So actually, I feel like the Mercury retrograde is going to be fine for you for the most part. I mean, as I say to everyone, follow the typical retrograde rules, but, for the most part, it looks pretty positive. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups. I love readings where I get the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles together. To me, that is very positive. To me, it's like everything you want in your life. Ten of Pentacles is the Tree of Life, which is like everything you want in your life. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, happiness, love, happy home, happy family. So something really good coming in for you here. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Three of Swords. Again, I feel some of you could be worried about like the loss of money, like I said at the beginning of the reading, but I really feel nothing is going to happen in this situation. Some of you, this could be like a divorce where you're fearing the divorce, and you're fearing that there's going to be a big loss because of the divorce. But again, I really don't see that happening here. With the Justice card, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Basically, the universe saying everything that I just said, right? So to me, that is big time confirmation that things are much better maybe than they appear in a legal situation. If you're dealing with a legal situation, if you're not, I feel like you're being made whole. This has karmic vibes to me because of the Justice card, Libra energy. We have a ton of Libra energy this month, like I said, Sagittarius. If I don't keep saying Sagittarius, I'm going to keep saying Libra. So that's why I have to remind myself who I'm on. But I kind of feel this being made whole energy. Next in the area of the full moon in Pisces on the 10th, you have this Starfish card. It says keep trying. So definitely don't give up this month on anything. Sometimes I feel we can get very, very close to being successful, and then we give up and then we're not successful, right? So I kind of feel like this is saying that you might be working towards something and the things you're trying might not be working. I feel like this is saying try again. I know it's annoying, but I kind of feel that, like a lot of people have had a similar message. So definitely something you should do. You have the Hierophant. the Devil and the Five of Pentacles. Again, this could be what you're fearing this month, is someone toxic. For some of you, it could be a person like an ex-spouse or something like that. This person, I feel, has really drained your energy in a big way. I feel like I almost just said he, but it could be a he for some of you. I don't think that's true for all of you, of course, but I feel like this person has drained the energy from you in general. And I feel like it doesn't even have to be a lover. This could be like a boss or a person that you once looked up to, which is also weird, like a weird message is popping into my head. I feel like you once looked up to this person, and the Devil to me is saying that you no longer look up to a person that you once looked up to, and you're seeing how they kind of sucked energy away from you. And the good news is, again, I'm kind of reading this Hierophant as the universe is bringing you justice. The Hierophant could just represent the universe. The Hierophant is the bridge between heaven and or I should say the earth and heaven, or the earth and the universe, whatever you want to call it. So he kind of makes things right between the two worlds. And that is how I'm seeing this part of the reading. I really feel this reading is a big time, karma or justice reading, whatever you want to call it. And you could be receiving some positive karma for something that you went through, or, whatever the case may be. You have the Five of Pentacles. Again, I feel, that you could be worried about being left out in the cold. I feel like, again, these things are not going to happen because nothing is going to come of this situation is how I feel about your reading. So I would let those fears go with the Five of Pentacles. Let's dig into this pretty simple reading as always, Sagittarius. I love doing your readings because they're always very straightforward. With the Hierophant, you have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, finances are going to be stable. King of Pentacles is very stable finances. He's also like the card of convention and things just working out. And I definitely have been getting that feeling from this whole entire reading that things are going to be working out for you. I do also feel if you're looking for love that there could be an earth sign coming in for you, or someone who has a lot of earth in their chart at the very least. I feel like this person is very serious about love and is also just wants like stability in love. So there could be an earth sign coming in for some of you. With the Devil, you have the Queen of Cups. Very nice to have the Queen of Cups here. Queen of Cups is your emotions, and she's holding this cup, and I always say that it looks like a trophy. It doesn't really look like a cup, and it kind of represents the fact that she really values how she feels about pretty much everything in her life. She really cares, and she really focuses on her feelings as well. So I feel you need to trust your feelings, number one, but I would also say if you've gone through like a very toxic situation recently, maybe over the last year or so, that it's time to heal yourself. You have the Three of Swords twice, right here and here on both sides. Then you have the Star. So to me, it looks like you should be taking care of yourself this month, pampering yourself, doing nice things for yourself. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Hermit. He has the star in his lantern right here. So you can see that the star is in his lantern, and I feel for a lot of you that you need to let your star out. It's like you've been through a difficult period of time. The Hermit has climbed to the top of a mountain, and now it's time for him to shine his inner light. It's time for him to kind of get moving forward as well. So you've been through the worst of something, and now you're coming out the other side. And that's exactly what we've been talking about this whole time. Next, for all the Libra energy that's pretty much starting on the 22nd, even though, we have the retrograde on the 9th, you have this community card. So clearly teamwork makes the dream work. I've been saying this all year. I mean, to me, just pretty much every single person in the world should be focused on co-creation. To me, that's where it's at. I feel like we're going to be creating a lot of abundance, a lot of good things for everyone, but we have to work together with people. And that's probably the only way that we're going to do it. The other way that we can co-create is we can just create things that are useful to other people. That is a form of co-creation. So people always say to me, I don't like working with other people. I'm always like, oh my God, get over yourself, number one. Number two, what I would say here is that fine, if you truly don't like working with other people, you're cheating yourself, number one. But number two, then create something that other people can enjoy, because then you're co-creating without having to work with other people, right? So I feel a lot of this creation energy here with this card. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups could be a knight in shining armor coming in for you, so you could be meeting someone who kind of really sweeps you off your feet with this energy. If you're looking for love, that looks nice. The Knight of Cups also represents needing to plant seeds. He's standing in front of the water here, but he's in the desert, and the card itself kind of says that there is opportunity maybe in an area of your life where it doesn't look like there's any opportunity. If you're in the desert, you wouldn't think, oh, I'm going to plant some seeds and they're going to grow. But you have the Nine of Pentacles here as well. So Nine of Pentacles, a lot of growth, a lot of abundance. And I feel if you're thinking about like working on a goal, wish, or dream, now is the time to get moving. You do have the Three of Swords here. Again, this Three of Swords can be about forgiveness or needing to forgive a situation. So if you're like focusing on a past person as far as like karma is concerned, then I would try to let that go. Again, hoping, I think there's a saying that, hoping that someone gets karma is like drinking poison and hoping that it affects that person, right? Because, or something like that. I never know what I'm talking about, Sagittarius. But the whole point is, it's like if you're wishing and hoping that someone's going to get their karma, I always tell people they're not going to get their karma because you're focusing on it. So for someone to get their karma, you just have to trust that the universe is going to take care of it, right? And I kind of feel that energy here. Three of Swords is not about forgiving the person directly either. If there's something in your life that needs forgiveness, it's about removing those swords from your heart. So again, so that you're not poisoning yourself. You have the Three of Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a card of total abundance. She has these grapes growing behind her, and grapes in the tarot are meant to represent something that is very difficult to grow or challenging to grow. And that's the whole point of the grapes, is that they're hard to grow. So for a lot of you, you could be working on things that are difficult or that are hard, but that lead to a lot of abundance. And I kind of feel that for some of you, that you might have some special skills or talents, gift skills, and abilities that are challenging for most people, but maybe they're easy for you. And if you need money or extra money, I feel there could be a lot of opportunities for you in doing things that might be hard for other people. Sometimes I also think that if you're like a natural at something, if you're just naturally good at doing something, you might not think it's a very like important skill, but it could be much more important than you realize, right? So I feel some of you could have like a hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability that maybe you don't realize how good you are at it because you're natural at it. I don't know, it's popping into my head. Maybe you need people to tell you this as well. That community card could be saying, like, is there anything in your life where people say, oh, you're really good at this, and you're like, what are you talking about? If there's something like that, like a talent, gift, skill, or ability, I would look into it. It could be something that makes you money. Here you go. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about needing to discover something. I always say Page of Swords is like the detective in the tarot. He really has to look into things. He really has to research things, right? So I feel if people have ever said to you, hey, you're really good at doing X, Y, and Z, but you brush it off, you're like, what are you talking about? This is easy. I feel you should pay attention to that because it could be something that makes you extra money, and you never know. It's like usually those things are the things that can make us very successful. With the Three of Swords, you have the Strength card. Strength in the Three of Swords makes perfect sense. Again, she is kind of getting that lion to submit to her. Its tail is between its legs here, so it's submitting to her. She has her hands in the lion's mouth, and this is something she has to do every single day. Strength is about kind of your own inner strength and working on yourself, and I feel a lot of you could be doing that. Some of you could be going through this process of healing, recovery, or forgiveness. For some of you, I feel like it's all of that. And I would just take your time. You have all month. Mercury Retrograde. Mercury Retrograde is a great time to do these types of activities and things. So I feel like it's a perfect month for it. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Two of Wands. Taking the lead in a situation. For some of you, I do feel if you're having a hard time finding love, that there might be love coming in from a distance, or something is requiring movement. It's like one of those things. Sometimes I feel, I always get questions from people that are like, I live in the middle of Nebraska and there's no one here, and I'm 25 years old. I'm like, move, right? It's like, if you want love, if you want a life, and you live in the middle of nowhere, maybe you have to move. And yes, I understand that it's not that easy, but where there's a will, there's a way. And I feel like that putting in a little bit of work and making something happen can totally, sorry, that card wasn't focusing, but I feel like doing something, taking the lead on a situation will kind of like make it happen. So, like I know there are a lot of fears. I get a lot of these questions all the time where people are like, I do live in the middle of nowhere and I want to move, but I have no money. I'm like, well, you got to find a way to make money then, right? And, sometimes it's like we just have to take the risk. And especially in today's day and age with the internet, with YouTube, it's like you can totally learn a skill. Sorry, my camera might have just turned off. But, there are a lot of skills that you can learn that maybe it takes you a year or two to learn the skill, right? Or to perfect it. But there are a lot of things you can learn for free on YouTube that could probably make you enough to be able to move or to get you a job or, whatever the case may be. So I do get a little bit of a stretch for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you where you're going to have to like stretch yourself to do something. But if you do it, I feel like it'll change your life, plain and simple. And here's the thing, is that at the end of the month, with this new moon in Libra on the 25th, you have this Firefly card. This is a card of inspiration and being inspired to do something. And you have the Star, which is also a card of inspiration. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be receiving inspiration. Here's the thing, is that the fireflies, it's like fireflies blink in and out. So for some of you, it's like I feel there are like these moments of inspiration where you feel very inspired to do something, then it kind of goes away. Then you kind of get a bunch of inspiration. I feel like you need to capture those moments, just like some kids, when we were kids, you capture the fireflies, right? So I feel for some of you, you are capturing like some sort of firefly, not literally, but figuratively. You have the Six of Swords, the Star, and the Four of Pentacles. The Six of Swords is about moving on to calmer shores. I do feel this energy of movement. Here's the thing about the Six of Swords, is that, in the reverse, it can represent being stuck in the mud, not making any movement. And I do feel this need for some of you to make a move. Maybe not literally, right? Maybe you're not literally moving to a new place or a new town or a new country or city. But if you have a job where you're stuck, I feel like this is saying move. If you have a relationship where you're stuck, I feel like it's saying move. Something needs to change, and I definitely get that feeling here. Feels a little scary because, again, this woman and this child in this boat, they are leaving everything behind. They are not bringing anything with them across the choppy waters. So for a lot of you, it's like you could be leaving a lot behind to make some sort of change. But the thing is that I feel like you want to capture your Firefly with the Star card. It's like you're hoping to capture some sort of dream. What is going on here? I feel like you want to capture something. And even, like I said, it's like, the Hermit, he has a star in his lantern. He can use that star to melt his feet. The story of the Hermit is that his feet are frozen at the top of the mountain. So for some of you, I feel like this might be something you need to capture, is the Star. The Star is a card of inspiration. It's also a card of possibility. It says if something is possible for one person, it's possible for everyone. So, she is pouring water onto the land, and the water she's pouring onto the land there says that what's possible for you is possible for me and everyone else. Now, you have the Four of Pentacles, so definitely leaving something behind that has maybe been where you feel stuck, like I've been saying this whole entire time. It's actually a pretty simple reading, as I said. Let's dig into this here, Sag. With the Six of Swords, you have the Five of Pentacles. Again, scary. I feel you might, Five of Pentacles says do not call attention to your weaknesses, number one. Number two, it's in the same row here. Five of Pentacles here, going up this diagonal, Five of Pentacles here. So again, some of you might be fearing like loss or having enough money or being able to do something. And again, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say it's not scary. I feel like it is scary, but I also feel you will be very successful if you take the risk to move on to something. Also, funny enough, the Five of Pentacles, you can see in between these pentacles, there's an anchor. The Five of Pentacles forms an anchor, and you have that Six of Swords, which is like, I said, being stuck in the mud. If you had your anchor down on your boat, obviously you would be stuck. I feel like you need to follow your inspiration. With the Star card, you have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the resources. Queen of Pentacles doesn't necessarily say you have the money to do something, but she does say you have the resources to do something. There is something about having a resource that could set you free, or having a talent, gift, skill, and ability that could be the thing that moves you forward in life or gets you out of a situation. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Emperor. Do you have the Empress? No. But you have the Emperor here. The Emperor is about taking control and making things happen. You have the Nine of Pentacles, pre-Empress energy. If you're looking for love, I feel like your Emperor is out there to your Empress, or, take it how it resonates, whatever. But I feel like you're kind of like in this pre-Empress energy. You're kind of like glowing up at this time, clearly. Firefly glowing, right? Star glowing. So pretty interesting reading, I have to say. I feel like you're kind of like breaking free in a lot of ways from something that has been like a limiting situation for sure. But we're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards now, Sag. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think of your questions. 1, 2, and 3. For question number 1, I would say yes. Ace of Pentacles. A lot of growth, a lot of abundance, a lot of success coming in for you. I really feel that you're asking maybe about what's going on here. And for those of you that are thinking about taking an opportunity, you have that keep trying card. If you're asking about something that you tried in the past, I feel like you need to try again. For question number 2, yes, Ace of Cups. 2 aces, by the way. If there's a question that I don't answer in this reading, 2 aces is a definite yes. But I would say yes, for sure. Could be love. For question number 3, I would say yes. So Page of Cups, definitely yes. But this looks pretty good. I like where this is going. So thank you for being here, Sag. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.